Furniture Row Racing was one of NASCAR's most unique um, recovering teams in the 21st century, from like basically a garbage equipment team to a top tier team in a span of 10 years. So here's here's how they started from the bottom, got to where they were, and basically what if they stayed around in NASCAR? What if they got more wins? What if they got more championships? Stick around. The team first opened up in 2005, and it wasn't special because the owner of Furniture Row put his brand, because he owned a furniture shop, and he put store, and he put Furniture Row on the car, and added some this was on the Gen 4 body, and not and back then, like just like how it is today, these cars, like these small teams, look really nice, like Star Car Racing. This one had bright orangish, yellowish on the car with red numbers, and had a white background. It looked really nice, fit the Gen 4 body, and throughout the first few years, it was driven by like people who just weren't talented at all, or people that are priced past their prime. Like for example, Kenny Wallace, Joe Nemechek, Mike Wallace, like those people I'm talking about. Maybe even Ken Schrader, I don't know. But the team didn't really find success till they got Regan Smith in their hands, like 2010. At first, Regan Smith sucked because his performance he got after the, the performance he had at DEI, the failing, falling DEI team, because of Teresa Dick Earnhardt, was trash. But he should have won that '08 Talladega uh, race, but nope. They benefit Tony Stewart. No hate to Tony Stewart. He did nothing wrong there, even though he pushed him below the W line. NASCAR should have penalized Tony Stewart, and he got forced below the W line. So there should be no hate against Tony Stewart, but at NASCAR's poor uh rules and shit like that. Ban the W line. Like back then when Dale Sr. was still alive, once you just go down the W line, they'll let it go. They'll let all the drivers do that. But ever since this new rule has been established by Brian Dick France, son, like Junior, that's all hell broke loose. But we're getting off topic. So in 2011, Regan Smith got the team their first ever win in a black, with the red numbers, yes, and the Gen 5 body with white lettering. And he beat one of the best drivers of that season, Carl Edwards, second to Tony Stewart, at Darlington, out of all the places, to get their first ever career win. You might add, Regan Smith's technically second career win, but in NASCAR's quote-unquote rule book, his first career win, which I think is biased, that he should have had two wins there. But it is what it is, sadly. So Regan Smith got the team the very first win, and after that, they became more competitive, but not race-winning competitive, like a mid-pack, the top 10 team. Next year, midway through the season, Furniture Row kicked Regan Smith to the curb to pick up a veteran that is Kurt Busch. And Kurt Busch, I don't remember what he did in 2012. He didn't do anything special, but 2013, he actually led laps for the team and got them inside the chase for that first season. Sadly, though, Busch was also kicked to the curb. Well, I'm not sure he was kicked to the curb. No, he's picked up by Tony Stewart to drive the 41 car, as Furniture Row Racing picked up Martin Truex Jr., who came from who got ditched from Michael Waltrip Racing after the Spingate situation, and Napa saying they didn't want to be part of Michael Waltrip like they have been for the last 12 years. So Truex left the team. He went over to Furniture Racing, and the first season with the team for Truex, he did terrible. Like Black Flags Matter did a video on it, bad seasons. Like it started off strong, he got the pole, but then it was all hell loose from there. I'm pretty sure he got the pole, though I'm not sure. But his sophomore season with the team got them their second ever win in the Gen 6 body in the same type of paint scheme at Pocono. And you want to know something? They made it to the Final Four and nearly won the bloody championship, but they fell short. Imagine how much of an upset that would have been. But 2016, might I add, oh, that was a turning breakthrough for the team. This was a questionable move to begin with because no one likes Toyota. I myself do not like Toyota at the time when they switched to Toyota. I wasn't too keen on the team, but as years went on, I do miss the team because they and I should have acknowledged that the team should have done better. And not my not well. What I'm trying to say is I should like the team better than I did, and because I was like a 12, 13, 11-year old at the time, but they went to Toyota in 2016 and they nearly won the dang Daytona 500, might I add. They almost won it. They just lost by a damn nose to Denny Hamlin, sadly. So they signed with Joe Gibbs Racing, and once they won the 2016 Coke 600, when Truex dominated the race, led basically all but like 6 laps, that's when his dominance began. He won like 3 to 4 extra races as the season went on, even 2 in the chase. And sadly, because of engine issues at Talladega, that screwed his chances of making it past the round of 12. But man, oh man, 2017 was where he picked off, right where he picked off from the 2016 season. He won 7 races, and believe it or not, he won the championship. He won the most stages. He dominated the whole season, and that was just a feel-good win. Even though I was pissed off at the time, I should have recognized that was amazing for Truex. And I do now, as I'm mature and older, I tend to agree. That is some awesome shit there. My God. Oof. So, in a span of 10 years, 12 years the team has been in existence, they went from like a start and park crappy-ass team to the top tier team in NASCAR, one of the top tier teams. And just in a span of just 4 seasons with Martin Truex Jr. as well. In 2018, though, he didn't win as much races. He still won 4 races, but sadly the team announced somewhere in the summer, early fall, that the team was shutting down after the 2018 season, which was devastating, honestly. The team was on a momentum after the 2017 championship and the 2016 season. They were going somewhere, and they gave up their charter and they sold their team to another team that was coming eventually the next season. So late in the season, Truex was getting close to wins, but he kept getting screwed out of wins due to bad luck. I will give Jimmy credit, though. He went for the win. He tried it best. But Logano just bumping Truex out of the way was just a dick move, honestly. So Homestead came around, and we all know that Logano isn't the real championship. If you think Logano deserved that championship, you're just a biased Logano lover. He did not deserve that championship. I don't care what y'all say. He did jack shit the entire season, honestly. He only won 3 wins compared to Kyle Busch's and Kevin Harvick's 7, 8, 9 wins and Truex's 4 wins. He did not deserve that championship at all. That's bull crap. But Truex came short, finished 2nd place for the team, and was emotional in his interview. Yeah, I bet he was. He wanted to give the team their final win and the final championship. Sucks that they couldn't do that. The team's final win came at Kentucky 2018 in July. That was the team's final win ever in NASCAR. So, kind of technically, the team is still in NASCAR because their number font is still around. Because remember, in 2017, they had 2 cars at one point. Eric Jones drove the number 77 car. Sorry, I kind of burped there. Sorry, I burped again. Sorry, I'm very unprofessional. But in 2019, Spire Motorsports came along, and they picked up. I've got a die cast. I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. There it is. The number font from Furniture Racing still lives on to this day. So basically, Spire Motorsports is the new Furniture Racing. I'm predicting that they'll make a tremendous comeback. And I'm predicting that Spire Motorsports 10 years from now will be the next Furniture Racing with the number font. I know that might sound far-fetched, but I'm predicting that to happen. This could be the beginning of the future. They first began like Furniture Racing. They were crap. They won the Daytona win by luck, but with a driver like Corey LaJoie, this year they actually showed improvement. Honestly, they actually outperformed their equipment, and they had 2 cars this year, just like how Furniture did back in 2017. So, will we see? And because even though Spire Motorsports become the next Furniture Racing, I'll let y'all decide that down in the comments. It could very well happen. It could very well happen. And I'm so happy that the number font still exists, the number 77 font, because I remember in 2017 I loved that 5-hour energy car that Eric Jones drove. I really wanted that car and team to win, but thankfully this number 77 car won a cup race for once, and I'm so glad. Hopefully we could see the same amount of improvement. Sadly they couldn't get the 78 car because BJ McLeod picked it up, but that would have been cool if they got the 78 and 77 car. But regardless, they got the 77 car with the same Furniture Row font, and that's all we needed. So there's technically still live on in the NASCAR world with the number font. But yeah, we could see the beginning of the future for this team, Spire Motorsports. Anyways, that's been the future. And now we get to the question that y'all probably been waiting for the whole entire video. When will they win races? Well, what if? Could they have won more races? The answer is yes. I'm pretty sure if the team didn't give up so early, after they just got momentum the last 4 seasons, I'm pretty sure they could have been a multi-time championship team. 2019, Truex probably would have gotten them more wins, and then 2020, all that, and then 2021. So if they didn't shut down, Truex would have most likely still been with the team till he probably retires. Anyways, peace out. Catch you in the next video. I hope this was a good video to y'all.